Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today we have Premier League Game Week 16 predictions. Just want to say quickly, this is being filmed right after the last episode that went out the other day. You can still check it out. The fixtures haven't kicked off yet, or they're kicking off at the same time, so you can check it out still. It'll be in the eye. And also, I hope you had a good Christmas yesterday, and if you're still celebrating on Boxing Day with other people in your family, if you can, with the coronavirus tier system, then hope you enjoy the rest of your Christmas and Happy New Year for next week. Before we get into it though, make sure you do subscribe to the channel down below. We have every single Premier League game being covered for the rest of the season, just like it has throughout the season. And sometime next week maybe, or in about 10 days roughly, I'm not too sure, we'll have the FA Cup predictions coming out with Philip. We've got 10 interesting games picked to speak about, but every game will be covered, so make sure you subscribe for that and smack my ball to be notified when I upload. Also next year we will have some F1 content coming to the channel, definitely, along with a remake for the channel. It's being made by Jaden. So these are the games this week. A Christmas cracker really, you could call it, with fantastic games. Chelsea versus Aston Villa, Everton versus Man City. To be fair, let's just get right into this. So the first game is Crystal Palace taking on Leicester. Now, I'm going to base these results off of the predictions that I gave the other day. I don't know any results from past Game Week 15, Game Week 14 should I say, so the week that Liverpool beat Crystal Palace 7-0, and I think Crystal Palace are going to continue their bad run of form. I predicted them to lose against Aston Villa, and I think they're going to lose here again against Leicester, who are in form after beating Spurs, and obviously the result that I think they're going to get against Manchester United. I think Leicester are going to walk away with all 3 points at Selhurst Park, winning 1-0. I just want to quickly say that the results for these, I'm basing them off of the last game week that I predicted, so I'm going to give the results for last week as if it's a confirmed result. The next game is Chelsea taking on Aston Villa. Now, Chelsea have struggled against the bigger teams, or the higher teams in the league, shall I say. They play Arsenal. I think they will beat Arsenal 2-0, but Aston Villa on a bit of a roll really, aren't they? And I think Aston Villa can cause an upset. I think this is a type of game that Jack Grealish will thrive in. I think Aston Villa are going to go to Stamford Bridge and pick up all 3 points, winning 2-1. Now Everton taking on Manchester City, a cracking game. Ancelotti versus Guardiola. I think Everton, they don't have Everton don't have James Rodriguez, but ultimately I don't think that's going to matter, because I think Everton are going to beat Manchester City 2-1. Now City and Everton, they're both playing the Carabao Cup, so it's not a case of rest or anything. City dispatched Arsenal 4-1, so a pretty easy game with a pretty rotated side. Everton, I don't know what their result is because this is being filmed before they play, but yeah, I think Everton are going to win this game. It's just one of them games that City, I think, can lose. They're not the best away from home. They've only scored more than 1 goal on 1 occasion in the last however many 10 away games before the Arsenal game. That was against Marseille in the Champions League. So yeah, I think Manchester City are going to struggle here like they have away from home all season. Now Brighton versus Arsenal. Neil Maupay, you've bagged yourself a brace already really, and Arsenal, you're in a shit pit. This is... It's bad to say, but this is a relegation game. Brighton need the points, so do Arsenal, and I think Brighton are going to win this game 2-1. And honestly, I think this is the end for Arteta if they lose this game, along with losing to Chelsea. This is the end for Arteta, but I think it's the players personally who are just being shit. Moving on to Burnley versus Sheffield United. I'm really not going to bore you with this because I've gone with a 0-0 draw. And now Southampton taking on West Ham. I think this is going to be a Christmas cracker. I think this is going to be a fantastic game of football. 2 teams who have great attacking outlet. They're great at the back this season. But ultimately, I think this is going to be a 3-3 draw. They both play... They play kind of harder teams. West Ham taking on Brighton and Fulham facing Southampton. And I think that both these teams can push for a Europa League place from 7th place potentially if it falls that way, and they're both going to be going for it in this game, and yeah, I think it's going to be a great game with a 3-3 draw. Now West Brom taking on Leeds. Sam Allardyce's team so far haven't picked up any points, losing to Aston Villa, and I think they will lose to Liverpool. Everyone's going to think that. Taking on Leeds, who they're up and down this season. They have been the whole season. Last time they played Manchester United in a fantastic game of football. Loads of shots for both teams, end-to-end football, a classic Premier League game. But I think Leeds are going to lose this game. I think Sam Allardyce, he can shit out a victory when he wants to. I think he's going to do just that in this game, winning 2-1. Now Manchester United taking on Wolves, a fantastic game of football here, or what it could be, and I think it's going to be just that. Manchester United, they're proving to have a bit of a title charge, and I think they're going to continue that against Wolves, who I think Wolves will beat Tottenham in game week 15. But Manchester United, they're playing well. They've clicked. I think that kicking that we gave them has kicked them up the arse. So yeah, they're doing well. They're definitely in a title charge if they win their game in hand as well. And I think they're going to continue their run of form, winning 3-1 here at Old Trafford against a good Wolves team. And now Tottenham taking on Fulham. Tottenham, who, in my opinion, will be on a losing streak of 3 games in the Premier League against Fulham, who will be on an unbeaten streak of 4 games. So a bit of a contrast in the two teams, not the way you'd expect it to be, but ultimately that's just the way things have been at the minute. Spurs, who have lost to Liverpool and Leicester, and I think they will lose to Wolves, and Fulham, who have beaten Leicester, drawn to Liverpool, and drawn to Southampton and Newcastle as well. So fantastic results. If you don't know, Philip is a Fulham fan, so he's not going to like me for this result, but I do think Spurs are going to get back on track, winning this game 3-1 with a rotated team. And now the last game this week is Newcastle taking on Liverpool. You can't look past Liverpool anymore. They won their last away game 7-0, and I think they're going to go to St James's Park and win like they have a habit of doing in recent years. I think Liverpool are going to go to St James's Park and win this game 3-1, and Jurgen Klopp can't really complain about fixture congestion here, because them, along with Spurs, have the biggest gap between fixtures between Boxing Day and the 28th, or the New Year's games. So yeah, this is a really short video, but I needed to finish 2 videos before it got sort of dark because of the lines that go across. They're probably going across already, but yeah, I had to do 2 videos. It's a bit short. As I said earlier, make sure you do subscribe to the channel for the videos coming out soon. Drop a like as well, it does help me out a lot. Also, comment your own predictions down below. I'm interested to see what you think. And that will be it from me. As I said, have a good New Year, enjoy the rest of your Christmas celebrations, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.